face. He turned and said, he mind us. He fucked us both. And bro, we...
So Kobe Bryant, what do you have to say about Kobe Bryant?
Yeah. So, Kobe Bryant, 6 years ago, recorded a video to Shohei Ohtani to join the LA Dodgers.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently. That's the report that I saw. I haven't deep dove into it, but I wanted to.
No, yeah, it's legit. They've already talked about it. And he said it was one of the sealing moments of the deal or whatever.
Can I say something? I don't know much about baseball. Much of anything.
700 M's.
Yeah, bro. That was a dumbass move to delay all that money.
It will be.
Why?
Because because
honestly,
with the way inflation is going, you literally have no idea what that money's going to be worth in 10 years.
No, 100%. But
what?
Look at it.
It
this
won't
way.
be worth the same that it is now.
I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
$700 million.
It's a stupid amount of money.
Stop.
It's a stupid amount of money. But look,
what are you even talking about?
Baseball has always been the league to take care of their players. They do not care that he doesn't want. They are more grateful that he's not taking $60 or $70 million a year.
It so they can go get more
players
players
and win for the next 10 years.
He's still getting $2 million a year.
But in baseball, I feel like that's not a lot for a player of his caliber.
You're right.
At all.
But when he's getting $68 million a year for the next 10 years after he's done in LA, he's not gonna care. That is so silly. I get what you're saying, that it's not going to be worth the same, but it's still $700 million.
Yeah. I mean, you're making really solid points here.
This man never has to worry about money. He could go and spend every $2 million of those
His grandkids, they got to
dollars.
worry about it.
He could go, man. He could go and spend every $2 million of those dollars, be still fine with his endorsement money, and then be retired in 8 years.
He needs to invest what he has right now. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, I think we really have a place to be telling him what to do with his money, right? Yeah.
I'm just saying, dude, because
If he had $200,
if he had taken more per year,
I can't do
then
this.
that could be more generational wealth.
I don't know what he's even talking about, bro. He's saying $700 million is like not.
We got to stop doing this, by the way. We always have our funny conversations at the beginning. So there's nothing that I have to put in the fucking beginning. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Did you notice what I put in the first one? Yeah. Or in the second one?
Yeah. No, I didn't. I haven't listened to this.
It's pretty good. You had said Tuesdays at 11.
Oh yeah,
and
like
so
that.
I put
like
that in the intro.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I haven't even listened to it.
It's pretty cool.
On the way to Ohio.
Actually, hold on. Let me just show you the intro. Oh,
and
this
then
is
that's when we
laser
cut.
beam.
That's when we cut to the intro, right there.
We'll have one because I got a funny story.
Yeah,
but I'll wait till later.
Save it,
I'll wait
motherfucker.
till later.
For Chase. Oh yeah, there was.
I wonder how bad that sounds on the
We're not playing this long. Is it dead mic right now?
Tuesdays at 11. Yeah, I heard it. Tuesdays at 11. Oh man.
You'll probably actually be able to hear that pretty well.
Well,
I'll listen back to it.
I was gonna say you'll
If it
find out.
sounds bad, I bet you can hear it pretty well. I've been having really good ideas with this. I think this next one I'm gonna actually deep dive into the editing and try. So have you guys seen the audio clips on Twitter? How they have the voice things behind it?
Like AI voices?
Kinda, yeah.
Behind what?
Like an image or anything. It'll have sound
cartoon?
waves. It'll have sound waves behind an image to portray when the sound moves in the video.
You mean like that, basically?
Kinda, yes. But it would be circular behind an image.
Okay.
Have you seen that at all? Know what I'm talking about?
I get what you're saying.
I want to try and do that with the Free of Fear logo.
Oh, okay. I was like, where is he going with this?
Yeah, I want to try and do that with the Free of Fear
Jacob
logo
has a way of doing that, bro.
YouTube video.
He will start an idea, and 90% of the way through, you're like, what is he talking
That's
about?
for
And then
real.
yeah, 10% is fire. He saved it. He'll save it.
No, I think that would
It's
be
just because I
super
get
cool,
so
but-
lost, I think.
Yeah. I think that would be cool, but I don't know exactly how I would do it, so I'd have to look it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be cool, though. We'll see. It's either going to be in this video or it's
Right.
not. They're going to be 10 minutes, or what are we? Like, yeah,
Five,
5 minutes
6
in. They're going
minutes.
to be like, there ain't no sound waves. Wait a minute, man. He ain't figured that out. No, I'm just playing. I'm
No,
just
you're
playing.
not.
He need to take a graphic design class.
Let's be honest. This is, what is today? Wednesday, the 20th. Christmas is in 5 days. Let's be honest.
Yeah, maybe not this one, but episode 4, we're looking for it. All right.
We're definitely going to try.
Dude, my hands are so cold.
I feel you now.
They
My
did do
hands
their
are
freezing.
I was telling Chase in the car that he actually looks halfway decent today.
Yeah, I
Like,
was
just
thinking the same thing, but he's
appeal-wise.
got some nice jeans on,
Right.
Thank you.
a solid hat. It's
He's
not
got
any
that
random color.
Motherfucking 2021 Indiana State Fair Band Day
Talk
Muncie
to
Central High School Band and Guard hoodie on.
My hair's growing out a little
His
bit.
hair's growing out. I told him
You know
that
what's
all he really
crazy?
needs is just his beard lined up, and he'd look halfway decent.
You know what's
You know what's
crazy? We're
crazy?
all state champions, bro.
It is
That
pretty
is
crazy.
kind of nuts. That's kind of nuts. No way you just tried to. No way, bro.
Okay, don't.
How old are you, dude?
Dude, he tries to do it with me
No
too. I
way.
won't
He
let
just
it
tried to.
happen.
Just to clarify, he tried to shake up, but he did the finger thing like the little 7th graders do. Come on, man.
Look, bro. That's just what I did.
I
don't know what to tell
It
you.
is inside me.
Every time I dab
you
somebody
snap?
up, every time, sometimes.
I've never snapped it.
If I was in a good mood, you know.
If I was in a good
I didn't even like. I did that maybe in 6th, 7th grade, and then
Right.
I was like, "Well, all right, bro."
Whenever I dab somebody up in high school, that's usually what they went for. So I just went with it. And now that's my natural.
I always
here.
embarrass the
I
other
stopped
person.
here.
Not like
Nah.
embarrassing them, but like I'm always like, "Nah, bro." I was like,
Like
"I
what you
don't
just
do
did?
it." I was like, think about your choices."
Look what you made me do.
Man, you know what? Can we talk about that actually? Because I've been getting a lot of Taylor Swift.
I didn't know where that was.
Me
going.
either.
I've been getting a lot of Taylor Swift discourse on my timeline, and I'm not here for it. Because
Are you talking about her like jet fuel thing?
that and people like defending her and people hating her, and I gotta say, man, I am fucking over it.
Right, I tell you, I have literally no clue what you're talking about. I'm so serious.
So,
I know that
apparently-
Taylor Swift's always in the media, bro, but I just
Yeah. So
with that.
apparently, let me
Sorry,
tell him
go
about the
ahead.
jet fuel thing, because
Go ahead.
I will be honest, I've seen it about 9,000 times already, and
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Apparently, flying to and from Travis Kelce's games, she's used over 12,000 gallons of gas in her jet fuels.
cool.
Yeah. In order to counteract that carbon footprint, she would have to plant 2,000 plus trees
Yeah.
and wait 10 years.
Well, yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe she should do something different. Then. That is kind of nuts. If all that
No,
was what
it's
you
crazy,
said accurate,
but
that's kind of
the
nuts.
fact
I mean,
that
yeah, it's
people
like
like
yeah, like it's not really.
I'm
anybody's
sure
business.
she's
That's
not the
way I
only
feel
one,
about
you know what I mean?
majority
She's not
of
the.
that.
That's every celebrity. That's the thing.
I think
Yeah.
it was
It's
David,
just that
honestly, that
people-
shared it, and I saw it. He said, or I don't remember who it was. I don't think it was David, actually. They had said, this is why billionaires shouldn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. No, I know what you're talking about.
I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like I get what people are saying, but like it's none of your business,
Right.
bro. Like yeah, I get it. Like I understand your thought process of like it's not good and blah blah blah. But like, who's to say that if you had all
Let
that
her
money
spend
that
her
you
money
wouldn't do the
how she
same?
wants to spend her
shit?
money.
I,
Right.
I,
It's never
and
another.
I'm heavy on there should not be billionaires.
I-
That should not be a thing.
I think out of the goodness of people, there should not be billionaires, but you should not be able to tell me what I can and can't do with my money. That's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I ever was
Well-
in a position to be a billionaire, I would not be. Does that make sense?
I mean, to
like
a
I would
certain
get,
level,
I would
100%.
not,
the part of the telling people what to do with their money is tax the billionaires.
Right. I agree. Yeah, everything should be, as fair as it can be across the board. I agree with that. I don't think, but I'm just saying, like, when it comes to like, oh, you need to do this because you have this much money and blah blah blah. Like, bro, that's not your position to
tell me what to do with my
Yeah,
money.
like, but no, I do believe that I don't know enough about it to even have that conversation, but I do know that
I don't see how you can ethically have that much money.
that's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, that's my thought process. But I also don't judge those people for having that much money because at the end of the day, bro, it's theirs.
They earned that money.
No,
Whether
most
they
of
earned
them.
it the old-fashioned way, the hard-working way,
But that's
or
the thing is,
through other ways.
you can't earn $1 billion, like, not by yourself. That's not
No, 100%. But
like
No,
you're
that's the
still
thing, but, like,
you
it's
can make
all
profit.
choices.
Yeah.
That's like he's in charge of all of it. The billionaire in charge of the business, or whatever. Like there's still, even though the bottom guy is really the one making them money or whatever, it's still him that's running the whole thing. Like, I don't know. I don't understand
like
what you're saying, I guess.
the main one that comes to my mind is like Jeff Bezos.
Okay.
Amazon factories are like notoriously
100%.
horrible places to work at, and he has $250 billion.
Yeah, and
That's absurd.
Yeah, I agree. I think out of morally, I could never do that, and I don't think that anybody should ever
do that.
Should do that, but like, no, I don't know that they're forcing them to work those factory jobs. Like I know
People
in third
are
world
applying.
countries, and there's crazy shit that happens. Don't get me wrong. Like those come up every so often, but like, you apply for that job, bro. You work at that job, like.
That's your choice.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is it comes down to your own choices, and no matter what, people are going to complain. So he could give all his money away tomorrow, and people will be like, "Well, why didn't you do that 10 years ago?" You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Change it. I'm gonna change the flow of the conversation.
Let me get back to my point.
Okay.
Because I am over the Taylor Swift discourse.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah, no, I'm like, even besides the whole jet fuel thing, whatever. I don't get why people care about her so much. I don't get the people who like hate her with a passion.
You're gonna get a lot of hate on this one.
I know, but I don't.
He's got
whatever. And I don't get the people who like think she's the greatest singer ever. I think she's got like 5 to 10 great songs.
Wow.
Whole bunch of pretty good songs.
I'm just saying,
like she's
bro,
a very good singer.
If she's always on your social media, then that means you're interacting with the Taylor Swift posts.
That's very true.
I'm just saying, because I ain't got no Taylor Swift on mine. I mean, I got a little bit, but mostly it's because of Gina and Abby.
Sometimes I gotta hit him with that little laugh react.
I'll be honest. That's why I see some.
I'll say I don't have a lot of the same stuff, I guess. Like some people talk, like the guy I work with, in the back of work, he always is showing me random stuff on it, and I'm like, bro, how do you even get to that point on your TikTok, bro? Like, how does that even pop up? Best thing I ever did was delete all that stuff, bro.
Yeah, I need to go on another one. I'm finding myself being more and more addicted to it, so I need to take another break, another 2 to 3 week break.
There ain't no another one, bro.
No, you're done.
No, I'll
I've noticed you don't have Snapchat.
I don't have. The only thing I have is Facebook.
Really?
I deleted. I'll never have Snapchat again. Probably. I'll never have. I won't say I'll never have TikTok because like it was entertaining. You know what I mean? Like forever, just get bored, right? But I'll probably never have Instagram again either. Instagram's so pointless.
Yeah.
Instagram's so toxic too, bro. Instagram and Snapchat are literally the 2 most toxic apps I think I was ever on.
I have removed pretty much everybody off Snapchat, except for the people that I'm close with.
That's what I tried to do, and then I was like, bro, this just, I don't know. I feel like Snapchat just, you get like such bad
energy
habits. I feel like
okay.
because so when you're on Snapchat, bro, and like you Snapchat somebody, and then like you just sit there and wait, and you're like, all right, they opened it.
No,
are they gonna reply? You know what I mean? Like, oh, they're typing. All right. And then you just wait and wait and wait, and then usually it's just like just a lame ass response. I mean, like you're like, all right, bro. Then you respond, and then you go through it. Like I don't know, not having that all the time. Where I'm like, waiting on the next Snapchat, which part of that is, I mean, I got a girlfriend, so like I wasn't even on Snapchat anyways anymore.
Right.
So I just deleted it.
Yeah,
but
the only reason I have Snapchat is for Jade and I's streak.
yeah. I was like, Abby, you tripping about a streak? She's like, no. I said, thank God. I was like, I'm deleting this.
We've got to at least hit 100 days. We're in
Ours
95 right now, I think.
I don't know what ours was at. It was, I don't know. No clue.
We're hitting at least 100 days before I bring up deleting it.
Trying to think. TikTok, bro, like, I feel like TikTok is just so addicting. Like, that's
It
why I
is.
don't. That's
It's
why I
the
didn't like it.
It's the instant gratification. The
Yes.
instant dopamine hit.
Yes, every single
And-
swipe, bro.
Dude, and also, like, it is not healthy for somebody to watch, like, super sad TikTok of
Oh
somebody
man, the
who's,
algorithm's
like,
so
dying, and then the next
fucked,
one
bro.
is the funniest.
Yeah, the algorithm's so weird on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not healthy
You
for
can
somebody to
also-
experience that range of
Yes,
emotions.
and
in
you
that
You can
short
also
amount
get
of time.
sucked into anything, like any subject.
Dude, you
on-
start,
Mhm.
you click on a profile, bro, and you
Exactly,
go,
bro.
oh, part 1, part 2,
Yeah,
part 3. Oh
yeah.
my God, there's 8. I'm
Right,
watching
yeah.
all these.
I was
And all of
talking-
a sudden, 50 minutes gone. You're like, what am I
Exactly.
doing? Like, what is happening?
For real. No. Something about it just makes time seem irrelevant.
Yeah.
And that
almost,
really
kinda say.
feeds into the, like, when you get depressed type shit,
Mm.
and then time just kind of,
Yeah, and
Goes
you're like,
away for
yeah,
a
because then
while.
it, like, doesn't even matter. You're like, well, I ain't, whatever.
Right.
You're like,
Right.
it's like, well, my day's already gone.
yeah.
All right, I
Might
just
as
sat
well,
here
yeah.
for 3 hours.
Literally, bro. What's the longest you think you ever sat on TikTok?
Don't
honestly.
ask
No,
me that question.
honestly.
Just on TikTok?
Just on TikTok. I'm
Oh,
talking
just
not
on TikTok?
not. I'm like
4
you're
hours.
like all of a sudden you're like, oh God.
4 hours.
I say probably like 3 hours.
I was gonna say mine's probably 3 to 4 hours. Mine's probably solid. I remember one night
Just on
specifically
TikTok,
though when we
4
lived
hours.
on Vine Street.
There was times when you and I would
Bro.
lay in bed and just send each other TikToks.
We'd be like,
for
hey bro, I'm
hours.
going to bed, and then
For
it'd be like, one of us
hours,
would get a
bro.
TikTok, and then all of a sudden it's like 2 hours. And I'm
Right.
like, what am I doing?
We'll get a text at 3 a.m. You still up?
Yeah, bro, watch this video. Swear. Oh gosh, bro. All right, you can move anywhere in the world. Where are you going right now?
right
Like
now.
you have to.
Switzerland.
Los
Like,
Angeles.
wow. Switzerland.
It's the most beautiful country I've ever
Oh
been
yeah,
to.
yeah. I
bro.
forgot you went because of.
I went on a band trip.
Yeah.
It's the most peaceful
to Europe.
country.
It is. Dude, honestly, that is where I've felt most like at peace. Everybody there is so nice.
Just so chill.
So chill. It's so relaxing. Even the air there, dude, just breathes fresher. The scenery is gorgeous. Like honestly, there wasn't a bad view when I was there.
Nice. Would you really
Yes.
move there though?
Yeah.
So I like
Money's
I'm talking,
no object.
Okay, so what about,
I've told Jade this. I want to retire there.
What
Like,
about-
I want to live there for at least a year.
Do they, like, speak English there?
Yeah.
Okay,
English
word.
is their second language.
Okay.
what about like realistically? Like not like okay, you have to move right this second, but like you have time to look for a job and stuff. Like you're setting up
Colorado.
for the next stage.
My
Colorado.
answer is the same. Still Los Angeles.
Still Los Angeles.
Yup.
Or somewhere with mountains.
So what's you go to Los Angeles, bro? Where are you gonna job at? Like, what's the thought
Ooh.
process? What you know what I mean? Los Angeles, that's a big. That's
Yeah.
not like oh, I'm going to Indy. You know, that,
Right.
LA's that's
He
a
would probably
big move.
waiter somewhere.
That
Think so?
Trying to
I
pursue
would
the
Just try to
acting
just
career.
try to
I could see
give
him
yourself
doing that.
enough free time and also be able to make money, basically.
right. I would love
Try to get the cheapest apartment you could find, bro.
Yup. Exactly.
That would be like the actual like you know how many I feel like there's so many stories like that where people
Yeah.
are like hey bro, you know I was just working here and I used to work here and I bust tables here.
There's so many stories currently like that going
Yeah.
on. You know what I mean? If I moved to Colorado, I would probably work at a dispensary.
That's hilarious.
Dude,
For,
I thought
for
about
the
that.
majority
I'd
of the
love to
time,
work at
for
a
the majority of the
dispensary,
time,
dude.
just
I
to
feel like there's
just
no
to
way they
pay my
that
rent
well.
and everything, and live cheap, but I would still go to college, get my associates for graphic design, work independently, or try and find a company to work for.
You know what I'd
Denver
love to do?
or like just Colorado.
I don't know. I think if I'm doing that, I want to go like somewhere like on the outskirts. Like
Yeah,
where the
you don't
mountains
want to be
are.
in the
Right,
city.
I don't want to be in the city.
I mean, Denver's not really like the
Right,
city,
right,
obviously,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like
It's the city in
of
Colorado.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Indy.
Right.
Indy's probably even. I don't know. I don't
Right,
know
I was gonna
enough.
say I
don't
think
know enough
Indy's
about
more
it.
of a city than Denver is,
Dude,
but
it's
I could be
cold in
wrong. I've never
Colorado.
been.
It is
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
Isn't that where Christina's from? Right.
Who?
Christina's from Denver.
Your
He said,
mom?
No, my aunt.
Oh.
Wendy and Jesse and Zarima's mom.
Oh, okay.
And Angie's mom. I think I'd probably go to Cincy, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were
Yeah.
going to.
I did
Therefore,
too. I did
yeah,
too.
there's been different times in my life where I thought I was going to. Fresh out of high school, there was a... Not fresh out of high school. Maybe that was, probably a year out of high school before we
Yeah.
moved into Vine Street.
Yeah, that was a real possibility. And then
For not great reasoning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah, there was
That
a time
it.
when we were in Vine when you were thinking about moving.
Yeah. And that
And
was because I wanted to bowl, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna go bowl,
Yeah.
and they got something all the time out there. I was like,
Yeah.
I'll just go live.
I
out
was really
there.
stressing that I was gonna have to move back with my mom.
You can blame Danny Potts for that, bro. Danny was like, bro, just come on, me, you, and Jalen, we get a place. I was like, bro, that sounds fun, man. I don't know.
Dude, no, I was stressing that, to be honest. And
For
then-
Danny's sake, though, I'm glad it didn't happen because he's got a girlfriend now and
Oh,
like
yeah.
a stepkid. Yeah,
Hell
so
yeah,
good for him.
Good.
Shout out to Danny P. bro.
Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly,
You
exactly.
feel me? And if you
He'd
moved
be in
to
a lease with
Cincy,
me and Jalen's
if
dumb
you
ass.
moved to Cincy, this podcast wouldn't be happening.
Oh, that's not
Probably
true.
not.
That's
Not-
not true. I don't think so. I think
Not this right here.
no, not here, but I
We're
mean,
not having weekly meetings.
Right.
not weekly,
In
Not in
person.
person.
not in person, no. But I think the motivation would have been a little bit different. I think,
For sure. It would have been more difficult.
yeah, the motivation would have just been different. I think that's also why I wanted to move to Cincinnati was to find some sort of motivation, like to do something. Because
That's
like
fair.
after I quit Kia, bro, I was just like, man, I don't got a little bit of money saved up. I'm not trying to do nothing, bro. I was like, let me just.
That's how I felt when I left
chill.
Aaron's, bro. That's
Just
why I felt so
So stupid.
bad for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of moving, though, we got the house.
Hey, I saw that your mom posted
yeah.
it yesterday.
We're moving in February.
I was gonna say like 6 weeks or something. That's crazy.
Yeah, we got to start packing.
Yeah.
Like yesterday.
Yeah, I was gonna say a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. It's kind of wild, bro.
You guys lived in that house for
20
your whole life?
years. 22 years. We moved in when I was like
I was
6
gonna
months.
say I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So-
I lived in Yorktown for the first like 4 months.
That's
of my life.
I didn't know that, bro. That's so crazy.
Yeah. I didn't know about it for the longest. Well, I knew about it, but I have no recollection of living there.
Right.
You know what
Our
I mean?
childhood house is pending now.
Really?
Yeah, it's whoever bought it. Whenever we got rid of it or whatever,
Let me try and check.
they redid it. They added like a big ass barn and like the backyard is nice and like they leveled out one of the porches I think in the backyard
Dude,
and shit.
I'm
It looks
so excited.
nice.
The backyard is all fenced in, like with 7-foot privacy fence. So Bentley's gonna be able to roam the yard free
There you go.
with no chain. Like he's probably still gonna have one out there.
He'll
But
be much calmer
he's gonna
inside.
be much calmer inside. Exactly. Like there's a little patio, enough for a grill and a couple of chairs. Like it's gonna be chill. It's gonna be nice.
I think we sold it for like
It's 3 bedrooms.
$10,000, and it is now being sold for over $100,000.
Oh my
It's
I'm
being
God.
pretty
sold
sure.
for much. It's pending at 219. 219.
Jesus.
It was 219.9,
This is-
but I think
is this Grammy's
it's
house?
pending.
Is this Grammy's house?
No, this is.
The first house.
No,
in 2016.
no. Yeah, this is our very first house over across from Wilson.
I thought that was Grammy's house.
No, that's our house.
Oh,
Our old
okay.
house.
Where's
Um,
Grammy's house?
No, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Are you talking about my grandma's house?
Yeah, I think so.
27th Street.
Mamaw? Is that who you're talking about? Is that
Yeah,
who you're trying to
yeah,
say?
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what, bro?
Who am I talking
She
about?
lives so.
Okay.
Here's Wilson, right, and here's
Yeah.
Tillotson. Our childhood house is over here.
Okay.
Okay, if you go, this is 26,
This is going to be so
Right.
fun to listen to.
and then you go right, and then you go down, and then 27th, and then she down here. Kinda
Okay.
really
Okay.
across.
I knew it was semi-close.
Yeah, yeah, just a couple blocks over. I
Yeah.
remember having to walk there sometimes because like I'd
I
walk
knew I
home
was
from
going
school
crazy.
in 6th grade,
Yeah.
and the door would be locked. I remember one time I tried to climb in the bathroom, fell through the bathroom window, like screen window.
You ever get shoved through a window, like by your mom or dad?
What do you mean? Oh, like to go unlock the
Yeah.
door? Oh yeah, plenty of times.
You know the hexagon window in the bathroom at my house?
No way, bro. You got.
We got with me, Cora. When I was too big, it was Cora's turn.
Oh.
We got shoved through that.
I'm trying to think. Ours was always a bathroom window. I feel like usually.
That broke. What do you?
No. That you just had to get through. Like if you ever left the keys in the house or whatever.
Yeah. I broke
Always a
my
bathroom.
window.
Oh, I remember that, dude. You broke it, like
Dude,
shattered it.
yeah, I still have the
you have a
scar.
scar.
I have
Oh
the
shit,
scar.
dude! I forgot about that. That was
It's
crazy.
the only scar I have, actually.
we were trying to open the window. I don't even remember what for.
So it was stuck, and it was like just a pane of glass. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't a
wasn't a window.
window.
No, I don't know.
It was a pane of glass in a frame. I think
Yeah.
it came with the house when it was built.
Yeah, I even remember like looking at that as a kid and being like, I just feel like that's not right. I just feel like that's not
So-
a window or like
I don't know how old I was. Do you remember how old you were?
No,
I was.
I remember it. So
I'd like to say I was young enough that this doesn't make me sound too stupid.
I would.
We'll say I was 4.
No, you weren't that young. I'd say probably like 6 or 7. I mean, it
So
was still,
stupid.
Actually, no, I would say you were still a kid, but you weren't
Right,
like a toddler trying to open a window. You know what I mean?
Actually, I
Like,
take that back. I have 2 scars.
Ooh.
Both from that.
really.
Yeah.
I have a proud uncle story whenever he's in there.
You can kind of see it. This one's a lot more faded, but it's there.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was stuck, and he was just trying to get it unstuck. and
Oh,
it just
Yeah,
shattered.
so I
He
just
was
pushed
pushing-
with both hands, and I'm just
Oh,
pushing
like-
up.
oh,
Yeah, exactly like
no.
that.
Yeah.
Was it locked?
I don't know what was wrong
Yeah,
with it. It was
wasn't a
stuck.
window,
It was like
bro. I
jammed.
don't-
It wasn't a window. So yeah, it shatters. I cut
think
my
That's
Yeah.
a weak ass window.
I think they just had a perfect piece of glass glass to put in there. and
Oh
they just
my
put it in
God.
there.
No, on some real shit. I cut my nose, but that wasn't bad. Like I barely cut my nose, and I cut the in between my thumb and finger really bad, and my like pinky bone really bad, and I shake really bad now. And I'm pretty sure
we all
dude,
shake, brother.
I don't know, dude.
That runs in the
Like,
family.
I'm a
my friend.
surgeon.
Oh my god.
Like when
Low-key.
when I'm bowling, like it's not
Oh, I guess I'm
uncommon for me
shaking
to
a
like
little bit.
lose grip
Yeah,
in my hand.
I think
Okay.
you're tripping.
I'm not tripping. I swear to God, I have some kind of nerve damage in my hand.
I
and
am
I
not
want you to acknowledge it.
I think you're tripping.
How you gonna tell me?
No.
How you gonna tell me?
He said, Scotty, he said,
I'm not losing grip.
Oh man.
Acknowledge me. Solo. Spike this fool.
Proud uncle story.
Yeah,
Proud uncle story. I got Ophelia to sleep last night.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
finally.
Yep,
He said,
finally.
I said, "What are you doing?" He sent me a picture of him and his niece, and he was like trying to get this asshole to sleep. Or, no, you
I
didn't
said
say
troll.
asshole.
I said troll.
Sorry,
I said
Sorry.
troll.
You did say troll.
Put a
Sorry.
little Scotty Kramer spin on it.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I would have
No,
called him.
so-
Trying to put his asshole to sleep. I don't know.
She was saying cup for about 2 hours. She had both of her cups. Don't know what she was wanting.
To say the word cup.
Right, she was
clearly.
wanting to say the word cup. So I finally figured out what she was wanting. I was sitting there playing with the cup, and the cup is like a strawed cup, and it has a lid over it that slides. I was sitting there playing with the lid, opening and closing it, and she was sitting there giggling at it every time I would do it. So I sat there and I taught her how to open and close the lid.
Oh, so now she's gonna spill her shit all the
No,
time.
it doesn't spill. It doesn't spill.
Like even if it's open.
Yeah, even if it's
okay.
open.
Oh, is it
Oh,
one of
yeah,
those where like
yeah.
the straw pops out?
Yeah,
Okay.
the
I
straw
was like,
pops
this-
out of the lid. So
this
she
man
was
just created
so,
a prop.
right. So she was giggling at the straw popping out every single time
Gotcha.
and disappearing. So I went in there and showed Joey with her, and like she would do it for Joey, and it was just super adorable.
It's super adorable.
And for like the first 5 minutes I was there, she acted like she hated me, and then couldn't get enough of me. Like I was sitting there trying to get her to bed in the rocking chair at one point, and she would just climb down and then walk into the kitchen, and then like look back at me every few steps, and then keep walking, look back at me and go,
Let's go.
let's go, come on. And then when I wouldn't get up because I was really frustrated, I wanted to get her to bed, so I was not moving. She would like come back and then say, up. And I would pick her up, and she'd sit there for a second, and then crawl back down and do it again. I finally said, whatever, and then just went in there.
Is that not one of the most like life-altering
It
events that you never thought would really change your life like that? Like I remember when Kaylee was like, "Hey, we're pregnant." I was like, "Cool, like congrats." Like there was
Congrats,
no
right.
part of me was like I mean, I was excited for her, but it wasn't like I'm gonna be an uncle. Like
Right.
obviously, like when it got closer, I was like, "Cool, yeah, like I'm gonna be an uncle." But like as soon as
I was there.
I was not. I'm just not a really like a baby person. So like
That's fair.
until Emma was walking around, talking a little bit, like saying a couple words, it was hard for me to like be able to, like, you know what I mean? Like when there's no interaction, I was struggling.
As I've gotten older, I've kind of gotten more distant, but
But-
that's kind of just how life gets. But
I've been the same way. Because when Emma, I remember like holding
yeah, see,
Emma.
I've gotten to where I'm the opposite. I'm always like when they're like 5 to 8.
yeah, but mine
I'm
are
the
1 and
favorite.
2.
You know what
Mine
I
are
mean?
1
I
and 2
remember
right now.
Yeah,
holding
right.
Emma like at the hospital, and I like they put her in my hands, and I was like, oh, like she's fucking moving, like she's alive.
This is a
Like,
thing.
whoa.
This is a human.
Yeah. See, that's how I was with Hunter. I remember holding Hunter, and I was like,
Really.
because I was only 7.
Right.
So
That's
I
about
was
how old I
like-
was with Cora.
I was like, whoa. I was like, this is crazy. I got another little brother. I was like, this is nuts, bro. And now, homie is literally about to be like taller than both of us, probably.
Got a
I'm
mini
waiting on him
you.
to hit his growth spurt.
Man,
Dude.
his junior year growth spurt. I'm calling it. 2026 is gonna be his year.
Well, he's kind of really hit his growth spurts the same time I did. He hit his like middle of middle school, which is where I was finally like, because I was short. Like for a long time, I was short. And
Yeah,
then
same.
I hit a growth spurt where I was like, all right, finally look like a middle schooler, like sick. And then I hit a growth spurt like freshman year, and then I hit another one late junior, early senior year. Because mine came in spurts. I wasn't just like growing a couple inches. I was growing like 4 inches, I felt like, at a time. Like every time it was 4 to 5 inches. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
I think I got mine like
Fourth.
freshman to sophomore year, and then I stopped.
Jacob said it, and then I stopped.
Hey, bro.
Jacob's like, what are you talking about? Multiple growth spurts? Oh, man. Hey, bro. I bet you never had, like, growing pains, though.
The fuck that?
You did?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Dude.
Mostly in my legs.
How, but, like, just, when did you get them? Like as a kid, or did you get them when you were
I would
older?
say like middle school going into high school. I
There
think
is a-
mine was more a consistent growth rather
Yeah,
than
that's
a
why-
short period of
yeah.
time.
When
Mine, now that you mention it, the growth spurt, like
yeah, obviously
pains-
you ain't been the same.
right.
Like,
Yeah, for sure. But I mean like 1 inch, like over
yeah.
6 months.
Right,
You know what I mean?
nah.
Like, not much. Like
I've like remembered having to get like new shoes
Right.
every few years. Like I could rock them for a couple years,
Right.
and then it was like all of a sudden it
my
was
feet
like,
would grow. My
dang,
feet would
this
grow.
hurts. Like what's going on, bro? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like my
My feet
toes
would
are
grow
hurting.
from.
And that's when I
like,
would get new shoes.
Yeah.
Scotty shoes.
My feet would grow
Best
from
brand in
crazy
town.
from like sixth
Come on, baby.
from like sixth to sophomore year, but after sophomore year they stopped.
Yeah,
Actually, more realistically, Scotty's shoes sponsored by Eric Kramer.
for real, for real. It's sponsored by Granny, bro. Granny kept me solid for so many years when it came to shoes, bro. I'm so serious. She bought me at least one pair a year for so long.
Literally, Scotty would, like, your feet would get too big for your shoes. So you would call Granny and be like, hey, I need some of Eric's old shoes.
And she'd be like, oh, I don't have any right now. We'll go shopping.
All right. And then
Sorry.
I would get Scotty sneakers,
We
like the
love
ones that
Grandma.
I'm wearing right now.
Those are indeed mine. I bought those, though, at least.
Hey, there's that.
So that's more of like a gift. No,
Merry
He had to make sure
Christmas.
they weren't.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, brother.
He had to make sure they weren't poisonous. You know.
Right. I shot 300 of those.
Hey, that is a good brother.
Was it that? Are these the Shacks?
They're N1s.
Okay.
But
You thought they were Shacks.
I thought they were Shaqs when I bought them. And then I was like, wait, that's just an N1 sign.
Y'all been holding that for a minute.
Because we was still finishing our
Yeah.
conversation, bro.
My fault, damn.
Yeah, no, I remember you buying that.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I can't believe you just be wearing those out, though.
I know, that's crazy.
I'm just kidding.
The greatness of the Kramer shoes. I bowled on 1 and 2, and I just left these
I
in the fucking.
That's so crazy.
Shit, I lost it.
I'm gonna go back to
Damn.
the growing pains real quick,
Yeah.
bro, because I remember being like 7, 8, and being like, bro, my legs are on fire, bro. Like, this hurts so bad. And like, I told mom, and like, she's like, oh, like, you know, your legs just hurt, like you're growing, blah blah blah. And I thought it was bullshit.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, something's wrong with me. and they're trying to just play it off like I'm growing. Like, get the
Right.
fuck out of here. Like, I'm
This is not happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Right.
lose my legs. I'm gonna lose them both. You know, that's what I was. Like, thinking about it now, I've probably had anxiety my entire life, bro, and just never thought about it. Never realized it until I got older, bro.
Right.
I know that for a
Right.
fact that, like, I remember the first time I had growing pains, I was like, dude, they're gone.
They're
I'm gonna lose them. Something's going on in my legs right now.
Now that
For
you
real?
mention it, bro, yeah.
And I remember the first time I ever bled.
Not that, but
It was very traumatic for me. You know what I mean, bro? Like, stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm like, bro, what is wrong
the
with
first
me?
time
Like,
I
what is going on?
remember bleeding, I was still like semi scared of the dark. I was taking the trash out at grandma's, and you know how their driveway is on an incline.
Mm-hmm.
So I was taking the trash out there, and at that time they had the trash bins on the opposite side of the garage.
Garage, yeah.
So it was
That's where
kind
they've
of a
been
walk.
for a minute.
Yeah, it was kind of a walk. This was middle school, like
Yeah.
6th grade.
First time you bled was in middle school.
No, this is the first time I vividly remember it.
Oh, I was like, what,
No,
bro?
no. This is the first time I vividly remember it. So, maybe even 5th grade. I was young. I still have the scar. I'll show you in a second. It's actually kind of faded. Oh shit. Nope, just looking at the wrong hand. So, anyways, I'm going to take the trash out, and I don't run there, but I feel like I hear something in the alley. Maybe.
Isn't that the most terrifying thing, bro?
Terrifying. Terrifying. Especially living on the south side of Muncie. On Biltmore.
You weren't thinking about that as a
No.
as a
But
kid, though.
looking back on it,
Yeah.
anyways, I start to run back into the house. Trip over the curb
Oh.
on the
Ate
driveway.
shit, man.
Ate shit. Straight into the road. Into the road, bro. Face down. Hand goes straight through a rock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No thanks,
Oh.
bro.
Yeah. I look up, see blood start gushing from my hand. Storm inside.
I wouldn't have made it inside,
Bro.
bro.
Bro, I was screaming.
You could have dug my grave right there.
I was screaming going inside, bro. Look at this scar. Hold on.
Ugh.
Yeah. Right there. It's like a little fish hook.
Oh, that's gnarly.
Gnarly.
It's like a crowbar.
Yeah. So
Dude,
that's
you got a hook tat. You should get a hook tattoo.
I'm not getting a hand tattoo.
I think the first time.
Fuck
the
it,
first
you
time.
won't feel it.
What?
It's dead skin cells.
I don't believe that. Because I feel it if you pinch it.
The first time I really remember bleeding, like, for real, because, like, I'm sure I had, like, cuts or whatever, but, like, first time I really remember bleeding was when me and Dad was wrestling, was just messing around, and I was little, like, maybe 5 or 6, I feel like, but I was running at him, and we had like, in the kitchen, we had steps going into the kitchen, and then we had an immediate counter, and then to the left was the, like, kitchen table. So there wasn't a very, like, big area to run through.
Right.
Well, I took off, I jumped off, like, the top step to get into the kitchen, and I hit the corner of my head on the corner of the countertop, dude. And I mean, like, straight down, bro. Like, wham! And just hit the ground. Dad thought I was messing around. He's like, oh, you didn't get into the ring. You didn't get into the ring. Like, he didn't even realize that I had hit my head, bro. Like, he thought genuinely that I was messing around because I fell so, like, abruptly.
Like
you know
a
what I mean?
cartoon?
Yeah. Like,
Because that's
yeah.
how I'm picturing
Yeah,
it.
because
Like-
that's probably what it looked like as a child. Because, like, think of a child falling. The first thing you do is laugh. I mean, let's just be real. And then
You
all of a
didn't get
sudden,
to the
dude,
ring.
I'm crying. He's like, oh, wait. He's like, it's for real. And I
Dad
got blood
instincts
just
kicked
running.
in,
Like,
yeah.
Like, they took me in the bathroom and was washing me off and stuff, bro. I was like, I don't want to bleed. I don't want to. I was freaking out, bro. Freaking out. I was traumatized.
How old
for a
were
bit.
you?
I was probably like 5 or 6, bro. Old enough to
Man.
probably not be screaming like that, but
I mean, I don't know.
Jeez.
I smacked my shit.
Every time I bled, I was like,
That's scary, bro.
I was scared.
Yeah.
I don't like bleeding. I don't
there's
like needles.
One
I don't like,
time that I remember Chase bleeding, bro. It was immediate. Your nose bleed when I kicked you in the face on accident, bro.
Dude, on accident.
Oh, dude, he tickled my foot, bro.
accident about it.
No, straight up. Listen,
mule
listen.
kicked
It was
you.
my foot was already, my knee was already bent, and Buddy came up behind me and just barely, like, I don't know if it was on purpose or if he was just trying to tap me, but he barely touched my foot, bro. And that was like a loaded gun. Like, my knee was just locked, and it was like bow. And I mean, I sweet chin music to him, bro, and he immediate gushing, bro. I was like, I just broke his nose.
Yeah, man, I still don't feel my nose to this day.
Still don't feel it. Still struggling out there right
Still
now.
ain't feeling this hoe. Sheesh.
All right, bro. I assume we all have daily rituals. Like, you know, we're doing certain things that we do every day, whether we realize that or not. What is one daily ritual that you know that you need to get rid of, that like to benefit, you know, your daily life, and then one ritual that you feel like you should probably add into your daily habits, your daily rituals?
I need to wake up 10 minutes earlier.
Just period, 10
Period.
minutes, regardless, just 10 minutes of whatever you originally thought?
Yeah.
Are you just always late?
I'm always late. I'm always late, bro.
I was
I'm
like, where's
always
this
late,
going?
and I'm sick of it.
Fair
I'm
enough.
sick of it. Because listen, I leave Bloomington. I have to leave Bloomington by 9 o'clock to get to work by 10:30. It's an hour and a half exactly. Okay?
So you're already giving yourself
I'm already
the
giving myself the minimum amount of time. This week, I left 10 minutes early.
Okay.
Got there 1 minute late.
Okay.
So, here's my philosophy. If I can just do this enough times, I will get comfortable enough with myself to be able to wake up 15 minutes early, and then 20 minutes early, and then 30 minutes early.
I think you should just skip your 30-minute intervals.
You think so?
Yep.
Yeah.
Find something instead of trying to build yourself up to that, because that's gonna be constant, like just a little sluggish. You know what I mean? Take that. How long does it take you to get used to a schedule?
A week
A week.
max.
Take
I would
a
maybe
week,
even
bro,
do like
and
20 minutes,
just have something to
depending
do
on how much it would affect
when you wake up to take care of 10 minutes of your time, and that'll get you awake or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whether that's taking care of something at the house or like that you could do every morning when you're wanting to wake up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do something that'll just get you up, and then you're up, and then you have that extra time. You can do whatever you want with that extra 20, 15 minutes, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
That's what I started doing. I started waking up like about a half an hour earlier than I was originally waking up, because I was waking up, getting dressed, putting deodorant on, brushing my teeth, leaving. Pretty much.
I also
That
need
was
to
about
break
it.
the habit of just turning off my alarm.
Yeah.
Because I've always been the one to just turn it off
Yeah.
and not hit the snooze button.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm starting to hit the snooze button.
You better set some fucking
Extra alarms.
Extra alarms.
But I've always set extra alarms, and I've gotten used to them, and I sleep straight through
How do you set the alarms? 5-minute intervals?
them. I think 30. Let me look. Let's see. So I set my first one for 7:30,
Okay.
and then I set one for 8, and then 8:30, and then 9 o'clock.
So set them, like if you're struggling at the beginning to wake up and you're wanting to wake up towards the beginning, like whenever you're like, all right, dude, you got to get up. Like this is last chance. Set them in 1-minute intervals. And then just set, like the other ones, like when you're like, all right, so I'd like to get up by this time. So then you have a goal time. And then if you're like, all right, well, I'm not making it to that, then maybe you give yourself 10 minutes or whatever, which is not healthy for you anyways. But like if you're going to do it, that's how I would do it. But really, it's not healthy to sit and like try to go back to sleep. That is the most unhealthy form of sleep there is. And you just never really, there's never a satisfaction. Like you don't ever really fall asleep, you know what I mean? And then you wake up and you just feel worse than you did 10 minutes before.
Right.
So really, you should just get up. But if you're really struggling with that, I would just say like whenever you're like, all right, bro, you got to get up to be able to have enough time to do what you're gonna do. I'd just do a minute interval or something like that.
For how many minutes would you say?
I mean, as many minutes as you think you need, I guess. That's just, you're gonna have to turn it off after. So that's what I used to do.
That's gonna piss me off when I wake up to the second
and you
one
get tired
and
of
forget
it.
about the 8.
Well, yeah, that's what you get tired of stuff like that, so you just wake up on the first one. You're like, all right, dude, I'm not dealing with that shit, so I'm just gonna get up.
It's also annoying to turn on my alarms.
But what helps me is like,
Are there alarms that I can set like on a timer daily?
yeah, you can set it in your settings, on like your alarm settings.
Okay, cool. Show me how to do that one later.
So what's one ritual you need to add? What? So like that was like a scheduling thing. So like, what's something that you're doing every day that you're like, all right, bro, you know what I'm saying? So like, one thing I'm doing every day, I wake up, and I was better about this before, but I wake up and I immediately I'm looking at my phone. Before, I was waiting until I at least got to work before I looked at my phone. I mean, I would like check it to make sure like nobody texted me, nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Like nothing's going on or nothing. But like I wouldn't open it. It was just I'd look at my notifications, click it off, and then turn on music when I got in the car, and that was it. So I'm gonna get back to that. I think doing that every morning, I felt a little more like when I got to work, I wasn't already like cloudy. You know what I mean? Where I already had so many different things of information in my head. It was just like I was still fresh when I got to work, I guess.
I haven't been making my bed recently. I noticed that for a while.
I haven't made my bed in a long time.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
when
ever
we
make
were
it in
on
the morning.
Vine, when we were on Vine, and when like towards the tail end of when we were on Vine, and when I first moved into my mom's place, I was really good about when I first woke up, I would make my bed.
Yeah, I've never been that guy. Not in the morning.
And
I'll
it
do
was
when I
just
get home.
something. It was just something to get me out of.
There you go, man.
Get me
Maybe
out
that's
of
what you need to
bed
do in the
and-
morning to get that for that
Yeah.
extra, 30 minutes or whatever.
Maybe.
Is this Diesel upstairs?
Yeah, it just, I don't know, it felt good to just get out of bed and just accomplish something first thing.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, yeah, I think I'm going to try and do that.
There you go. Trying to think of one thing I need to remove.
I got mine.
Go ahead.
I got a YouTube addiction.
YouTube?
Yeah.
I used to.
Because, dude, it's so easy to get sucked into, like, these hour-long video
Yeah,
essays.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I stopped watching anything like that, bro.
Dude, it's so... but they're so good.
YouTube's kind of just background noise for me. I'll turn on a Kenny video most of the time and or like a Kenny podcast and just...
My guilty pleasure are the Kenny 2K videos or
That's always lunchtime, bro.
Right.
When I,
That's dinner for me most of the time.
when I'm at work and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go get some food. When I come back, I'm watching a YouTube Kenny video. It's like 20 minutes, and that way, because once that's over, I'm like, all right, back to work, whatever.
A TV episode is too long. Movie is too long.
Yeah,
Podcast too long.
Exactly.
TikToks, you have to swipe. You can't have your hands free.
Yeah, so like, but my thought process is like, I'm not gonna work while I'm eating anyway. So like, that's
Right.
what I'm also gonna use as my entertainment. You know what I mean? So I try not to just sit and watch stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Like if I'm at home, me and Abby are watching something that's different, like at night or whatever. But like when I'm here during the day, if she's at school or work or whatever, I'm not just sitting around watching shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying not to, anyways, most of the time.
Right.
So the more you can just replace that with something like, whether it's cleaning or like, reading a book or going to hang out with a friend, like something that you can replace your YouTube with that you can still find enjoyment in or at least feel productive in,
Right.
then I feel like it's easier to be like, all right, well, because it's not that I don't like YouTube. Like I can get sucked in just like you can, but like when I'm not constantly thinking about the shit that I watched last night, you know what I mean? It's easier to not get sucked back into it, I feel like. Dude, but if you're replacing it with shit that you're like, bro, I don't want to do this. Or like there's no sense, because like nobody wants to really clean, you know what I mean? But like there's a sense of like productivity, like I'm being productive, like I'm at least I did that, you know what I mean? Like that feeling. So that's what I would do to remove it.
I think I need to add a to-do list, like a daily to-do list into my life, for sure.
I have one on my notes. There's so many that are just random to-do lists. Yeah, that's a good idea. Do it the night before when you're thinking about everything anyways. You know what I mean? Usually that's what everybody does. You're either reflecting on the rest of your day or you're like, all right, what do I got to do tomorrow? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was going to spoil one of Jade's Christmas presents, but wait, no, this will be out after.
Yeah.
So I got her a gratitude journal.
There you go.
Nice.
Dude.
I think she'll really like it.
I gotta get back on mine. I'm gonna add that into my ritual because I started it and then I did it for a few days and then I was like, this is kind of hard.
Right.
And then, but really, I don't think it's that hard. I think I just need to allow myself to be a little more like
Thoughtful about it.
Well, and
the opposite. I think I need to be a little more simple-minded about it and just take things that I'm already taking for granted that you
Yeah.
don't even think about, bro.
right.
You know what
When
I
I
mean?
get
Like,
home,
I'm-
I'll send you a picture of it because it's super cool. They have like different questions basically, and it's like you get like a little paragraph section for this answer. You get a little paragraph section for this answer, but it has a date, and then it has like 3 or 4 different topics asking you about your day.
Yeah, that'll be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like doing it the opposite. I'm like too simple-minded. Like I'm looking at it and I'm like, bro, I don't know. Like I kind of get to the same like
Right.
5 ideas and I'm
You
like,
can't
bro, I
really think
really
about
like this
anything.
is really
Yeah.
what my life revolves around. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
like, just take a step back. I feel like that's the whole point of it. Though,
Look
is
at
to have those
everything.
realizations. Yeah. I didn't think I said I needed anything I needed to remove. I think what I'm gonna say is that I need to just get better about a diet. You know what I mean? I kind of eat whatever. Luckily we have been blessed with pretty good metabolism. You know what I mean? Like it runs in our family for the most part. So I'm, thankful for that. But like that's gonna run out eventually. Like
One of these
I'm
days.
gonna have to figure something out. So I'm, that's gonna be a goal. It's been a goal, to be honest. I just gotta do
Yeah.
it. We bowled last night, and we bowled against a guy named Joey. Do you know Joey Pluscuda? Pluscoda? I don't know how to say his last
I
name.
don't think so. I'm better with faces at
He's
the volley
he's
than
a
names.
taller guy, kind of built a little bit. Bowls with just one hand, just throws it out there. You probably know. if
Does
you
he
saw it.
drink?
Maybe a little. I honestly don't know.
Bigger guy, kind of balding, has a goatee.
No, he's not balding. He's like bulky.
Okay, no then. Always with his wife. Got his wife a new ball.
What?
Got his
Wait,
wife
what
a
was
new
his name?
ball.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. He comes into the bar all the time. I think I'm picturing somebody, but I don't know.
Oh, you're trying to guess. I was like, is he trying to repeat what I'm saying? I was like,
No,
because
no, no,
Buddy's
no.
thrown in so many things that I did not say. At
No, I'm
all, not
trying
even
to
a little
guess.
bit. But no, if that's the case, then no.
What's
Not
his
even
name?
Joey Pluscoda. I doubt you.
Yeah,
know.
I
He
don't
bowls
know
in
him.
Anderson. But anyways, we bowled him last night. He actually subbed for the team that he bowled with. But he bowled, like we matched up against each other. We were both last. And we went up there at one point, and I was like, bro, I had literally gotten a 7 count in the 10th frame, and I got a 7 count in the first frame. And it was a second frame. And we both went up there, and I was like, hey, bro. I was like, you want to bet? And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, best ball for $1. Sure, man. Why not? I was like, I got 7 the last couple frames, so I'm just trying to figure out. I need some extra motivation, and I got up there and struck, bro. And before I even came back, he's like, "You bastard!"
You hustling motherfucker.
Yeah, and
Hey,
he
no.
got up there, and I swear to God, he threw it right in the gutter, bro. Joey, I'm not trying to clown on you, bro. You threw it right in the gutter. And he turned around. He said, "What the fuck is this?" He said, and then his teammate goes up, throws his first shot, and throws it in the gutter, bro. He goes, he turned around, he said, he mind fucked us. He mind fucked us both. And bro, everybody was crying, laughing. Oh my God. Yeah, so I won $1. I was like, bro, keep the $1. I said the 2 gutters was well worth it. And he was like, nah, man, you're getting your $1.
You're getting your
He
$1.
came and, like,
I
slammed it
understand
on the
that, bro,
table.
because
I'm nothing
Scotty
but
will
not a
make.
man of my word.
No, listen to this. Because Scotty will make those stupid ass bets with me whenever we're up at the same time at league. He'll look over at me and say, "Bet $1."
Bet $1 strike. That's usually what it is.
Yeah,
I
I
won't
said-
bet Jacob best ball, or unless
Yeah.
I'll give him.
I think we should now.
Okay. Fuck
I feel comfortable enough to be able to
I
have
feel
a
like
shot.
we
I'll give you-
definitely can.
Yeah, but we're never up at the same time.
It doesn't matter. You can
Yeah.
just do it like in the
That's
same
fair.
frame or
Yeah.
whatever.
That's fair.
But yeah, I'll do it to Jacob.
I don't
all
know.
the time.
Chase has been fucking striking his ass
Yeah,
off
but we
lately.
can't make us bear though.
Not to say much.
Hey, neither can I. It's okay. I'll stick with my
It's not okay. We need to
140s.
fix that.
It's
not
not
okay.
I need to fix it too. I need to fix it too, bro. I should
It's not
easily.
okay.
I should easily be averaging 140, 170.
I literally said Monday, I said Jacob could be 150. I was like, he's just got to chill and make some fucking spares.
I can't fucking spare to save my life. And honestly, it's really pissing me off how different Dunkirk, Hartford, and Anderson, how different they bowl.
That's the idea.
I know that's the idea,
The good
but
bowlers can go anywhere.
I'm not a good bowler.
I know, but that's
You
the
feel me?
idea is that when you're practicing on all that, you're already better than somebody that's just bowling at one place doing it at the same skill level as you. You're already
I
better
get
than
that,
them. You get
but
what I'm
I
saying?
need
Because you can
to-
go to each of those places and have an idea that like, okay, I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna have to do different shit.
For
Right.
sure, I get that, but I need to practice at Hartford. I'm just going there practicing for 5-ish minutes because I'm always fucking late.
5-ish minutes.
And then
Practice is irrelevant, bro.
disagree.
kidding,
Disagree
I'm
because
just kidding.
like this Monday.
I'm just left-handed.
Yeah, for sure. It's easy for you guys over there.
Jacob's,
So
on,
I've
Jacob's
been
on the
told.
train.
No,
Jacob's
I'm
on
not.
the train.
I'm not, but so I've been told.
So I've been told.
No, it's just difficult because now I'm getting warmed up at like at the start of the second game, like 3 or 4 frames into the second game. Like really, truly, like I feel like I find where I want to throw it.
I think that just means you need to make better use of your practice time, probably. Like, you need to try different shit out in practice and know, like... Because, so, like, if you watch me in practice, a lot of times, I'm not striking a lot in practice. Like, I'm not trying to, because I'm trying to figure out where's my ball going to hook, especially in league. Because in league, it's like, I'm not trying to grind, ever.
Right.
I'm trying to shoot as high as I can. You know what I mean? Because it's league. Like, it's supposed to be, fairly easy compared to the other shit. So... I'm trying to figure out where my ball is going to hook and where it's not going to hook. So you'll see usually my first shots are way slow and I'm way inside because I'm trying to see if they're hooking a bunch or if they're just kind of normal. Because if my ball doesn't hook and I throw it slow, then I know that they're slick. Or if my ball just kind of hooks a little bit, I'm like, it's probably a normal shot tonight. Or if it, takes off, I'm like, well, shit, boys. You know what I mean? Like, they're hooking tonight. So that's usually, like, my first ball, it tells me a lot. And you'll see a lot of times that even though I'm still trying to get loose, I'll throw one ball, and if it takes off or if it doesn't hook at all, I'll go ahead and grab something else because I already know, like, well, that ball's probably not in play now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, just being able to know how to use your practice, I guess, is probably what I would say. If you're feeling like it's taking a whole game to figure out, like, okay, now, because you're not saying that you're, like, stiff. You're just saying that you're just not sure where you need to be. Yeah. And the other thing is always trying to start in a
really
similar
where
spot.
I'm at is if it's where I'm at the right spot, more like me just getting comfortable there and not second guessing myself. Because I'll make like tiny adjustments based on like ball movement.
Do you do that in practice ever? Like, do you move in practice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. But it's more like 1 to 2 boards rather than tiny miniature adjustments.
Yeah, so...
But I feel like it's more me just not throwing the same ball twice.
Yeah.
Rather than where I'm standing.
Yeah, I never make a move smaller than 2 boards in practice.
Right.
Ever.
Okay.
Because if you overmove, then you can be like... Because, just like logically, if you stand on 20 and it hooks too much, and I go to 24... and it doesn't hook enough, I have 4 boards to choose from, or well, 3 boards to choose from that I know that it'll be closer. Yeah, exactly. It'll be closer because I know this is too far and this is not enough.
Okay,
Does that
I
make
got you.
sense?
So kind of do the opposite.
Yeah,
of
so
what
you're
I'm
just
doing
trying to
now.
give yourself
Okay.
basically my whole goal in practice is to find out where I have the most room. Okay. Where can I miss left and where can I miss right to where I have the most room to get to the pocket.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's why a lot of nights, like when I'm not bowling good, I can score okay because I'm in the right spot. You know what I mean? Like I know my ball is in the right spot to strike. I'm just not throwing it well enough to strike. But but my misses are just 9 counts because since I'm throwing it bad, my misses aren't going to strike necessarily, but they're not going to be horrible because I'm in the right spot.
Okay. Can I ask you something? As somebody, both of you actually, as people that have been bowling their whole life, how do you bowl for fun?
You don't. I'm just kidding. That's
I was gonna say that scared the fuck out of me because
I'm
I
just
really
kidding.
want to take Jade bowling, and like I just know if I go there now in my current mindset, I'm gonna start thinking
You're
about
gonna
practice.
get frustrated. Yeah.
I'm gonna go there with the intention of practice and not having fun.
You
what
have to.
I do usually if I'm just bowling to have fun, not trying to practice or anything, is I'll just grab house balls and just kind of mess around.
I would say messing
throw it
around, just
two-handed.
doing other shit two-handed, which for you, like just going out and bowling one-handed for a game or whatever, like stuff like that. But something that's not gonna kill your your game. Like you can't go
Right.
bowl 10 games one-handed and then just go right back to bowling two-handed because your feet are gonna feel funny. You know what I mean? Like it's a different approach.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
you can't do that, but like that's why I don't really go just bowl. You know what I mean? Like that's why I always am in a bunch of leagues because that's my fun. Usually it's just being around the people. Like bowling itself, honestly, isn't that fun for me. Like at this point, but what I do enjoy, like when I'm bowling bad, I can be like, well, I got a team. Like, you know, like I enjoy hanging out with these people. So like I'm really there for the social aspect of it. But
He's the Nikola Jokic of
right,
multi-bowling.
no, except I actually do give a shit. But bowling is just like every time I bowl, I'm trying to get the best that I can. Unless it's just like, oh, let's we got a party at Muncie, or we're just gonna go bowl. Like that's way different.
Right.
I got you.
That's usually when I'm just throwing it right-handed or messing around. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, for sure. I think like right now I would just go in there and just want to have fun, but I feel like I would think about it too much.
As
and just
soon
end
as
up
you start
practicing.
thinking about your own bowling, you're like, what am I doing? You're like,
Right.
this is frustrating.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to find different things that you enjoy about it. You know what I mean? Like to where you're not focusing on the bowling, basically.
putting the gutters up or the bumpers up. Well,
Hey, bro.
bounce them off the bumpers.
If you're at a birthday party, fuck it.
What you mean, dude? I'm gonna
Jacob's
do
the
it
worst type
anyways.
of customer, bro. Do you hear him? 20.
Can we get the bumper?
Yeah, 22. Can I get the bumpers up?
Nah,
please?
bro, 44.
He asked for
or
the
not
bumpers.
44, like 35, where you got to go up in there and put them up manually.
I was saying 22 because you're 22 years old,
Hey,
Jacob.
that's what it would be. He wants the bumpers up.
Right.
That's what I just said.
All right.
Especially if I'm bowling one-handed. I've seen how that goes.
I think you should go back to the one-handed, bro.
You're lying. Don't tell me that. I've spent so much money on
I'm
two-handed
just
bowling.
messing with
I
you,
think
bro.
you should bowl like granny style.
I got you. I'll figure it out.
Bro, where's it at? Oh.
What you looking for?
Abby asked that we talked a little bit about the women's tournament.
Okay.
So, those that do not know, in March, what is it, March 3rd, right? I don't even have it on this note.
Yes, it's
thing.
March 3rd.
Yeah. I have literally everything on here but the date. March 3rd, Free of Fear will be having the Take the Crown at Crown City Lanes women's tournament. $60 entry, max of 40 bowlers. Qualifying will begin at 10 a.m. Advancers round estimated for 2:30 for anybody wanting to watch. Because currently we're full, but we will take names for a wait list. Handicap is 9% of 215. There will be 3 games of qualifying, and they will cut to 10 based on a full field. The top 2 qualifying scores get a second round bye. Seeds 3 through 10 will bowl 2 games to determine a 3rd and 4th qualifier into our Eliminator Finals. In the Eliminator Finals, the top 2 from the 3 through 10 seeds will join 1st and 2nd, and they'll bowl an Eliminator round. So basically, they'll all bowl 1 game, the lowest score will drop, and they'll repeat that until there's 1 bowler left. Free of Fear is sponsoring $120 to make it an even $2,000 prize fund. First place based on 40 bowlers, $600, $450 for second, $300 for third, $150 for fourth, and so on. Top 10 will cash, so 1 and 4, which is pretty good. And there's some good bowlers in here. Some good bowlers.
Well, some off. Give some shout outs.
Facts.
Well, shout out number 1, my girlfriend.
I knew that.
Of course.
Abby
Shout out
Wood.
to
Duh.
one.
Number 1 on the
Woo,
list.
woo.
She signed up.
Winning the whole thing.
She signed up, and I said, you was already on the list. Like, she commented on my Facebook post. I said, you're hilarious to think that you weren't. Like, literally, I already put you on here. There wasn't even a list
She
yet.
is,
Literally, no, she's
to
number 1.
confirm, she is number 1.
Yeah. Adrian Kassane. Maddie Turley's in there. Misty Markham. Cammie Devine.
Hell yeah, Cammy.
There's quite a few of some Dunkirk bowlers in there. Beth Fuller, Desiree Brown. Chastity, or is it? I don't know if it's Chastity or Chastity. So I'm so sorry. Bland, Nicole Perez, really good bowler. Chelsea Henderson, really good bowler. Susan Karate from, I don't know if she's actually from Anderson or if she just bowls in Anderson, but Heather Sells has been bowling really well. Allison Stump is a really good college bowler. So yeah, that'll be a good one. March 3rd, $600 for first, based on a $60 entry, 1 and 4 cash. That'll be a good one.
That'll be a good one.
That
I'm
will
excited
be a
for
good
that
one.
one, actually.
I'm
I'm going to request that one off of work so I can go make, like, make sure that I can be there.
I'm
Yeah.
excited for the eliminator finals, like the 3 through 10, when you already know that there's only 2 spots left. Like that'll be fun, and scores are
Yeah.
dropped, so like there's no, everybody's at 0
Yes.
after
Okay.
that after
Good.
that first round of qualifying.
Right. I'm
I'm really
excited for like the coverage for us
Yeah.
to be like,
Yeah, that's
doing
literally
it.
what I was just
Yeah.
thinking.
because like for the holiday classic, like I'm bowling, you know?
Right,
I'm
yeah.
not take at least for that shift. I'm not taking pictures. doing
Right. Yeah.
stuff like
Right.
that.
Right.
But like for that, we should be all in. We should have interviews.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to.
Commentary.
And it's gonna be sick. I'm really excited to get working on the shirt logo for it, or the shirt design for it, because I think I'm gonna give myself more time for the than I
Yeah.
did for the holiday
Right.
classic. We kind of had that idea super late.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we had that idea this month.
But yeah, I'm excited for all of it, the shirts and everything. Friday, what did we do Friday? I can't even remember. I had practice Friday. I feel like we just came back here and didn't do anything. Maybe I'm tripping.
That's okay.
I don't know. Saturday, I had a meet.
How'd you guys do?
Horrible. Don't even want to talk about it. Horrible. Yeah, that was a bad one.
Kentucky have a bowl game?
What?
Did Kentucky have a bowl game?
A bowl game.
College football.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch Kentucky football.
Fair enough.
We watched the fights Saturday though. We
Yeah.
watched the fights
That's
Saturday
what
night.
I heard.
That's what I was
Fucking
trying. I was
crazy.
like, bro, what did I do? I was like, there was something specific that we did Saturday
Jacob.
that I could not remember.
You want to know what I did this weekend that made me happy?
I do.
I watched Colby Covington get his fucking ass beat
Uh-oh.
for
I mean-
5 rounds.
It went 5 rounds.
4 out of 5
Yeah, it
rounds.
was not even a good fight to be
Really?
honest. Yeah,
That's
it was
upsetting.
lame.
I had a good time.
I
No,
heard
yeah,
the first
Colby
fight on
definitely
the
didn't
card
do
ended
anything.
in a
Colby
knockout.
Covington's leg got
Um,
ate up.
Yeah,
I saw that picture.
He was fighting like a.
he was scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jade and I were just hanging out, and I saw the picture of the first fight. I don't remember who it was, of the knockout after, and I said,
Bryce
babe.
Mitchell.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said, babe, look at this. This looks like an iconic photo
He seized
already.
up.
Yeah.
Oh,
He-
Dude, we
did you-
thought something happened because they took the camera off of him.
Yeah.
For like probably 20 seconds.
He thanked
Yeah.
Josh Emmett for
not in the
Oh,
press conference.
shit.
Or
Yeah,
actually, it might have
continuing
even
to
been
hit
off
him.
Twitter or something. He was like, "Hey, like shout out to Josh Emmett for not following up on his shot or whatever." Because like, dude,
yeah.
that
That was
he
one of the
cracked
hardest
me.
knockouts.
I
in
swear to
UFC
God, bro.
history,
As
and
soon
I'll
as he
stand on
as
that,
soon as he
dude.
hit him, my whole body was like I got hit, bro. Like my whole body was just.
I just got chills.
Yeah,
oh my
exactly.
God.
It was nuts. The fights overall were really good. The
Yeah.
Covington Leon Edwards fight was lame for what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
But Colby fought like he was scared. Leon, I think he knew that Leon could snipe him out at any time. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so he
didn't
wasn't
want to shoot in.
Yeah, he wasn't as aggressive as usual.
I will
watching
say,
dude
Leon
get- he
has
just
held
watched
this
dude seize
title way longer than I thought he would.
When he beat Usman the second time,
That's what I thought he was losing against Usman
Yeah.
the second time.
because I was like, okay, you caught him with a leg kick and he set it up really well. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's one
got
shot.
lucky,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think he got lucky.
Not
I think
lucky,
he set
you-
it up. He
Right.
set it up, but it's one of those things that like, could you do that again though?
Right.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
now that you won that
Yeah.
way that time, can you really do that again? And then he
Right.
defended it against
Yeah.
Usman, and I was like, all right. But he can beat anybody. If he beat Usman twice, he can beat anybody.
Right.
that's been my thought process on him.
I
the whole time.
thought
Edwards
Usman
is a
was
bad
coming
man,
up,
dude.
but yeah, for sure. He's definitely gained my respect now.
Yeah. What about you, Chase? Something you did this weekend then?
That's what I was gonna say, man.
The fights?
Yeah.
Well, pick something different.
What else? What else?
Well, I went bowling. I went to league on Sunday. That was the only other time I really got out this weekend.
Solid weekend though. No way, you ain't gotta go out to have a solid weekend.
Yeah.
You can stay at the crib. That's what I be trying to do. Just
chill at the crib, and instead I'm always in a bowling alley.
For mine, can I say a Monday and Tuesday instead of the weekend?
Whatever you want, man.
Hell yeah. So, Monday, I had my best morning shift, money-wise, that I've ever had.
Hell yeah.
And then Tuesday, to follow it up, I made even more.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
So 2 record-breaking days back-to-back. We love to see it right around the holiday season.
Hell yeah.
Remember to tip your waitresses and bartenders around the holidays. They have families to feed.
As long as they give me good service, brother.
Oh, no, for
I'ma
sure,
set
for
them
sure,
up.
for sure. I'm just more talking about everybody else.
Yeah. He said, I'm just talking about everybody else. I haven't really been out to eat recently.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
Not
around
like
that. It's around
Yeah.
that season where
It's
people
too many.
don't really do it nowadays because it's the holiday season and people with COVID and everything, they've realized, oh shit, I can stay in the house a little bit longer if I need to.
Yeah.
So I feel like nowadays people they aren't as eager to get out.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely feel like it's like dwindled in customer porridge energy, maybe.
What?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know what I was trying to say.
Oh.
We'll leave that in, but I don't know what I was trying to say. Bringing the customers in, I feel like that's played a big factor into it.
Yeah. Bro, take me back to COVID.
What?
Not like
Not
COVID,
me.
but like the lockdown, like just put us all up for 2 weeks, bro. I could use it.
I could take
I wouldn't
2
say
weeks.
no. I wouldn't say no to a stimulus.
I would.
Maybe.
Not if everybody else was getting them.
Right,
But, you know. Oh man, no, for real. The lockdown was fire. You guys didn't enjoy the lockdown at all?
I mean, I wouldn't say that.
Not at all, but like, not the
I
full
swear to
It's
God,
not a
weeks.
period. It's definitely not a period of time that I look back on fondly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So, okay, just to say this, like, obviously I'm not talking about COVID itself. I am literally just talking
No,
about, like,
for sure.
obviously
Just
just
being-
sickness. Right.
Obviously.
Just being
I
in the house, just not
enjoyed
being.
being able to wake up a little later in the day. I enjoyed
Not
not
having to worry about
immediately
work.
having to get up and go do something. I enjoyed staying out a little later. You know, even though we weren't really supposed to be out, but like, you know, everybody was hanging with their friends. Let's just be
Right,
real.
right.
I had a car. I didn't give a fuck.
And then they implemented those like fake ass like curfews.
Oh yeah, it's like everybody's gotta be back out.
Everybody's gotta be back at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you're fucking
I used to be like,
stupid.
Mom,
Yeah.
sorry, it's 9:55. I won't make it back in time, so I'm just gonna
Right.
stay at Riley's tonight.
It's curfew.
Yeah, it's curfew, Mom. I
Curfew,
don't make the
Mom.
rules. I don't make the rules. I'm sorry.
It was like the traffic, like off the roads.
Yeah,
Like,
legally
it
I
wasn't
cannot.
like it wasn't like a curfew. Like that didn't use that word. It was
You're
like
right.
off the roads by
Yeah, like that made any sense at all.
right.
Right.
None.
I
What are
remember
you
the first
doing to the
time
roads?
that they were like, "Well, you can still go to McDonald's," and I was like, "What are we
What
doing
logic?
here?" I was like, "What are we doing here?"
Right.
Like,
Right.
You remember when they used to give you the cup? They used to give you the cup or whatever,
Oh,
put
yeah.
your card and stuff in.
Oh.
Bro, I used to be like, literally one time I was like, you know you're gonna grab that, right? And he said, what? And I was like, you don't have gloves on. You're going to grab that card that I just had my hand on. I was like, explain to me your logic here. Like, what's the cup do? He said, well, I don't have to touch your fingers. I said, you think I'm gonna grab your hand to give you my debit card? I was like, I'm gonna give you one side of it, and I'm gonna hold the other
Well,
side until
okay.
you take it. I was like, I don't really understand.
But you gotta think, you're not gonna.
Stop,
full
dude.
hand it to 'em.
Stop.
Nobody
Some people-
is
no,
gonna.
some people are.
Respectfully.
Nope, I have worked
Chase,
in
Me
fast
too,
food.
brother.
People are weird.
Nobody has ever
That
given
is
you
how
a
you
card
hand a
like
debit
this.
card.
Nobody. There's no
Never
way,
once. So
I worked
please
in them
explain
too.
to me how you're doing that.
bro. There's
I'm
no
just
way,
saying, I
dog.
see where they're coming from.
Because
No, you
this is the
don't.
most bizarre way I've ever handed a card somewhere.
Chase is trying to play the opposite side today. What was the thing earlier? You did
I'm gonna start calling you Skip Bayless.
What was we talking about? I can't remember. I'll have to go back and listen.
Let a guy have an opinion.
Like I have an opinion, bro. I'm just saying that the cup didn't make sense. That's all I'm saying. Or they even do like the trays. I'm like, what are we doing here, bro? I don't understand. You guys are literally gonna get COVID.
You guys are literally gonna get COVID.
Like, if you're in here working, dude, and you got all these other people just coming in here and working drive-thru, or not working drive-thru, but rolling up through the drive-thru, giving you
Right.
all their money that other people's. Because they were never like, oh, we don't take cash either. Like, not for drive-thrus.
Right.
It's never been a thing.
Not here.
No.
And legally, you can't.
They did do the thing where they weren't giving you change, but that was due to a change
Yeah.
shortage.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro.
Yeah, fuck off.
I don't know.
No, there was a change shortage. I don't know what y'all
I
are
don't
talking
know.
about.
I just don't,
What?
I'm just saying I don't get the whole process of that
Right.
whole time frame is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that there wasn't a change shortage. That was just bad choice of phrasing back to back.
I didn't know there was an actual change shortage.
Yeah, that was real. I don't understand how it happens, but
Me
yeah,
neither. But it
We lose
definitely
all the
happened.
change.
I guess.
It's too many
I
couch
liked all the,
cushions.
I liked all the Facebook posts. I was like, man, I got $8 in my car right now. You need it?
You need it? Do I get it back on my taxes though?
I think there was just less, like, money, like, less physical. Sorry. I think there was just less physical money being exchanged. A lot of people were going purely digital, so there was less change in the, like, economy. I made a fucking good point there, and y'all are laughing at me.
I'm just laughing
I
because
know.
we thought the conversation was over. That was funny. He said, y'all are laughing, and I made a good point. Oh, man. What time is it, dude?
1:30. I gotta call Jade here soon.
That's fine. I don't really have nothing else.
I liked how you ended last week's episode, by the way. You should at least go and listen to the end if you're not gonna listen to it all, and see how I did it with the snap.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, well.
That was the end of episode
3.
2.
No.
1.
It's episode 3.
3.